Hello, I'm Andrea Ambam, and I am a high arts critical breaks artist. It's always really fascinating to me to talk about the creation of 12 Angry Black Women because, as I mentioned, my work is really involved in the criminal legal process. I actually studied criminology and psychology when I was in undergrad. I was doing speech and debates. I've been very involved in politics. So I knew 12 Angry Men, the play, and it was actually kind of a Freudian slip that led me to 12 Angry Black Women. I was trying to say the name of another title, and I was like, hey, have you watched that thing, 12 Angry Black Women, that we're supposed to watch? And my friend was like, that's not the name of the thing we're supposed to watch. And then I was like, wait, what is 12 Angry Black Women? And I was really interested in the idea of what 12 Black jurors looks like on stage. 12 Black women jurors would look like on stage. What would they be deliberating? Black women have so much to be angry about, and just breaking down and cracking open the stereotype of 12 Angry Black Women in general. So it started from that slip and then became this kind of full-blown, I'm calling it, a thought experiment posing as a full-length play. So my goals for the residency are to spend a lot of time in the script development and the world building of 12 Angry Black Women. So because this idea started as kind of what does that look like? I spent a lot of time thinking about, okay, just on the basics, what is adaptation? What does that mean? And so I went back and reread 12 Angry Men, and I decided that what inspired me from 12 Angry Men was actually how the play goes over time. So they deliberate, they argue, they mess around with some evidence, then they deliberate again, then they vote, and then they argue. So I took that structure of 12 Angry Men, and then from everything else from there, I was like, okay, what's the world of 12 Angry Black Women? And so there are key parts inside of the play that I'm calling reenactments, where the jurors interact with evidence. And I was really inspired as I was writing to think about all the things that might happen inside of a reenactment, because reenactments have a legal term and they also have a theatrical term, to reenact. So these are very theatricalized moments in the play. And because it's a 12-person ensemble play, I feel like there's only so much I can do as a playwright before I'm like, I need actors, I need directors, I need a choreographer, I need a composer to come into this room, and let's build out what this world actually looks like and what may take place inside of those reenactments. So that's what I'm most excited to develop during the Critical Breaks residency. The challenge I think I'll have to face during this residency, which I think is such an important challenge for me to have as an artist, especially as someone who has a solo performance background, which nothing is ever done alone, but there is an aspect of creative development where I'm like, okay, it's my story, it's my thing, I get to work on it. And I have opened myself up to so much collaboration inside of just this play alone. And that's gonna be a growing area for me. I'm excited by the challenge because I'm excited when so many people's expertises and experiences come in and you watch a play take leaps and bounds from where it ever could have done with only my experience. But to go from being a solo performer to being yes, my rehearsal room had 4 people in it. So now my rehearsal room has 15 people in it. That's going to be a big feat. So I'm excited about it. I'm intrigued by it. I'm like, girl, use your big girl pants, speak up, all those things. But I think it's going to help me define myself clearer as an artist and also be around people who help me grow. I love high arts already. I just want to document that this is my first time in the high art studio, and the orange is just enveloping me in love and warmth and excitement. And yeah, just to re-emphasize the invitation to be in process, the invitation to find or to unpack those breaks, those critical breaks inside of my work is such a gift. And even from my very first production meeting with the high arts team, I came in being all right, guys, here's everything I got. And they're like, girl, let us help you. And I'm like, okay. So I'm so excited to just build and grow, and thank you.